Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
We do have a holiday coming up, and I am feeling particularly thankful. Really for my health. I guess I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, man,
It's a superpower.
I can walk.
Mhm.
Yeah, my husband hurt his back getting frozen waffles out of the freezer. Actually, that's not it. Bill Burr said he did that, and that cracked me up. But it was the equivalent of that. And how we can take.
Look,
That's not funny. He's in pain. Bless his heart.
I mean, peace to
I'm a
that
little
man,
mean.
but
yeah, peace to him.
but that's how stuff happens. Like, it's never like a heroic feat of athleticism.
No,
It's
no. He
always
wasn't dodging traffic to save me from
like
a car
a
hitting
puppy
me.
or anything. No,
or a
it was
puppy,
just
no.
like, no, I turned weird.
It was like we was in the cul-de-sac shooting around, like wasn't even jumping or nothing. Now my
Or
back hurts.
real talk, sneeze too hard.
How old we are? Sneezes can take us out, friend. It's
It'll be like,
fucked up.
whoo, easy now, easy.
It's hard out here.
You just
So
have
yeah,
to.
getting old.
It's
not for the faint of
gravity,
heart.
though. Gravity's
yeah,
the
it's
culprit.
harsh. It's harsh, and it does a number on us. So yeah, with all of that, I'm saying all that to say, like, it just makes you feel like, damn, every day that I'm like, I can move around, I'm not in pain. I can
do this.
be on. I can do this. I can really. Don't make me stand up and show you what I can really do.
Uh-oh.
But no, I'm just kidding. You got served now. But it just makes me feel grateful. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about I don't know, like, are you generally stressed out around the holidays and Thanksgiving? Is it something you look forward to? Because I feel like we all have a very diverse experience when it comes to sharing the holidays with our loved ones, or maybe not.
I feel like in the past it was more stressful.
Okay.
Now
Why?
I'm in the past I was like more involved in like hosting it and stuff. So,
because you were married.
I was married,
I was
and a
waiting for
lot
you to
of
be like, because
times,
I was married. That's why.
and we would host, and I really enjoyed it though. So that was the thing. I liked hosting because then I didn't have to go anywhere, and that's my favorite. So, but yes, it's a lot of work, like doing all the things. But I think the secret to everything in life is to find joy in whatever you're doing in that moment. And like I said, like it sounds overly simplistic, like just to breathe. But like you said, like just like I said, being able to move and just do.
I think some people be like, bitch,
things.
wait. I have to now, like, wait. I have to. It's to the point where life takes you to the point where you just have to be grateful for breathing, though. Because, and I get that, because I used to be that girl. It's like, well, this place is the worst because that's the bare minimum. But it's like, but the bare minimum is not promised to you, though, either, because some people don't have that. I think that's the part that you forget about. It's like, no, like, there's people who struggle to breathe every day, like for various reasons. Poor air quality, okay, asthma, whatever, the fluid in their lungs, cancer, whatever it is. So it's like, until there's something wrong, sometimes that's the part that makes you grateful. So I think staying on top of gratitude can be hard, and I think it can also be hard when you feel like, here's this holiday, and now here are all these expectations, and you're trying to be the perfect host or hostess, and you want to make sure you have everything, and you're balancing work and kids, and I just feel like it can get overwhelming sometimes. And if you're not lucky enough to have a really cool family who you're excited to interact with, that can suck. But that being said, you could still have a family that you love, and it's gonna be some drama. Like, have you ever been at or even if it's not your drama story, what are some things that you feel like or some memorable dramatic stories around past, present, that you could share?
I've blocked them all out.
You're like, I do not. That's really cute.
I mean,
you're like, you know what?
I don't know if it's like the most dramatic. Probably like one of the roughest was like the after I lost my dad. Like
Mm.
that
See,
one
that's
was
real.
rough, but it wasn't, I mean, I've always been very grateful. My family doesn't show out a whole lot.
But also, and I'm glad you said that part too, because it's not always that. It's not always like because people are acting a hot mess and Uncle Joe got drunk and like him and whoever got into a fight or whatever. It's not always that. But yeah, sometimes it's like, yo, I lost a loved one. This is my first one without this person. Like, I don't know. The holidays just have a way of bringing up a lot of, just
Shit.
a lot of shit that's been festering over the year or just the year,
Yeah.
and then it's all sort of like the catalyst is the holiday and stuff like that. So
For
yeah.
sure. I think it's important to just, be really good to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to take time out, take time
Please do.
out.
Yes.
Like you're not obliged to do anything that's unhealthy for you.
Mm-mm.
So like if being around like a family situation is triggering, I mean, one of the things that's just super disturbing, but I just keep hearing over and over again is like people who, were abused by family members. So like if you, run the chance of running into that person, like to me it's totally understandable to be like, nah, not coming around.
Yeah, and imagine if you can't do anything about it. Like you have to go, and then you have
Mhm.
to sit there and be around this person that you know, and then again, like maybe you don't know how to bring it up. You don't know how to say it because you're like, I mean, think about how that ruins Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and it was like, well, why'd you wait so long to say something? It's been going on for 4
I'm scared.
years. It's like, right. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
You
whenever
know,
this
like,
stuff comes up, there's automatically like a bunch of questions as to how you handled it.
do you have any? Okay, so transitioning away from sexual abuse and all that kind of stuff, though.
But
Um,
yeah, my whole thing is like I just notice a pattern that when people, come forward with their stories, a lot of times they are indirectly silenced with like a bunch of peppered questions as to why they didn't handle the abuse better.
yeah, and I do think that like maybe I don't know. It does feel hard to be critiqued about something like that, and I don't know how you have that conversation without um I don't know, because like how much ownership do you take? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like I'm we don't want to say like, oh, these people are invalids or they're not like mentally capable, and there's no like, yeah, they're taking part, but it's like they're a part of an abuse system. So like how much of the like heavy lifting should that person have to do? You might be able to look back on a scenario and say, yeah, now that I know what I know, here are some things that I can maybe do moving forward to keep myself safe or to be on the lookout for or to whatever, you know what I mean? But like to just take that as an opportunity to make somebody feel worse about an abusive situation always just feels a little bit gross.
Yeah.
But that is a huge ethos, though. I do think I think that's a big thing, and I think that's a huge part of our culture, and I think it's also why you have these huge I don't want to call them, yeah, these debates or these arguments about how all of that stuff goes down. But as far as traditions and stuff like that, do you have any that you follow in your family that you enjoy or that are silly or whatever? Just anything.
We do have like these little like cards, like little conversation starters and stuff
Really?
like that. Yeah, yeah. The hosting committee puts like the little cards together and like cuz we have place settings. So that's really cute.
I
And
like that.
then I remember one year like one of the questions were if you could um it was something to the effect of like if there was something you would tell your parents like to not do when raising you or something like that or a mistake they made. And I was like, this is trying to start some fights.
We were just
Like,
talking about like, look here. So you mean to tell me there's
look.
never been
And
no
I
fight
was
after
like,
that?
I was like, she cared too much and tried too hard.
Too hard.
Like,
She just
yeah, like in interviews when they're like, "What are your weaknesses?" It's like I care too much and I work too hard.
yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I
Yeah,
really get on
those are real
myself. I'm
my.
like,
It's like, what kind of shit is it? Like,
I'm not
but
getting
that.
ready to say that.
But no, we don't. I
See,
mean, we just get
no.
together and eat. That's the big tradition.
It's hard to be honest with the people who love and take care of you, let alone the person who's basically had their knee in your back and literally, figuratively. You know what I'm saying? So it's like give people a fucking break, man. It's just hard. This
Yeah,
is a
she did a
difficult
great job.
task,
I'm
man.
not gonna. No notes.
Okay, I know that's right. I think one of my favorite sort of artsy things that our family does is there's always a menu. There's always a menu.
Ooh.
So like you get a menu, and the menu, the art is always designed by one of the like little cousins, nieces or
Oh, that's so
nephews. So it's literally the
cute.
cutest kid art on the front, and then it'll list every dish, and it'll always have like who made it and all that kind of stuff. And there's always a signature drink. Like when you first come in, there's always like a welcome drink that I enjoy,
Ooh.
and it's always something fabulous. And the whole meal is paired with different wines because aunties do.
Oh.
Yes. So basically you're you're gonna have a nice buzz if you're into it. You don't have to.
Mm.
But if you just wanna
But it'll
eat and
complement
vibe,
the meal.
yes. It's like, oh,
Because
this is
Hennessy
paired with
doesn't go with
this.
everything.
It just doesn't. And shout out to the Hennessy drinkers, y'all do y'all thing. But if you want to have like an elevated experience or whatever, or just even if you've never done it and you're like, wow, I wonder what it's like to have like a specific wine paired with a specific dish. So that's always really fun to me. I always like that. That's one of my favorite traditions that we have too, and it's a pitch in too. So the person hosting does like the meats and stuff usually, and then like all of the sides are outsourced, and I respect that because it's a lot of fucking work.
It is.
I can't even believe my mom has been doing this, or any person has been doing this for all this time. My feet hurt, my back hurts. I've been cooking like all day, and then it was like I started the day
Because you can
before
walk 10
too.
miles in that kitchen.
And then the thing that pisses you off is you spend all this time cooking, you serve up the dinner, everybody eats, and then now people are passing out watching football, having a good time. Now there's dishes. It's like, oh the I gotta
Sounds
get
like
up and
oppression.
I was, and oppression's the perfect word because that is literally how I felt. I didn't feel love in my heart for my family. I didn't feel, and this was before I got married too, by the way. This was, yeah, I'm pretty sure at my old condo. Like I just was like, I'm gonna cook because I'm grown. I just like, I've never made the turkey by myself. I know how to do the sides mostly, but I'm gonna do like a full ass dinner. And I'm like, damn, my mom was like in her early 20s when she got married and had kids and was doing this for years, and I'm not equipped. Okay, I was never built for this, and I hate it a lot. Okay, I just remember that my feet and back
Like,
were
we got
burning.
turkey sausage. Mhm.
I just was like, I can't believe this is real life, and that I'm the one that has to do it. Like, it's just a lot of work, all the cooking. So it made
It
me
is.
appreciate all the people in my life who ever cooked, stood there for those hours thanklessly and cleaned those fucking greens and, candied those fucking yams and
For
baked
days. Because
the
that was
ham
the
and
thing
the
I got
turkey.
into with Dion, because he was saying like all the Thanksgiving food is nasty. I was like, whatever, man. I'm not taking food advice from the skinny man. And
Or if your mama can't cook, that ain't our fault.
but he
I'm
said
maybe I'm
like
not never too much of it.
that's the reason you only make it once a year because it's nasty. It's like, no, you only make it once a year because it's work.
That
Like a lot of those dishes take days of preparation.
right. So I do appreciate some non-traditional dishes in there, but like to just be like,
Sure.
it's nasty. No, I wouldn't say it was nasty. It's just like
No.
it's not, to me, it's not something I want to eat every day either. But nasty is a bit dramatic. So either the people cooking your food can't cook, or you just don't like that genre of food, and that's okay. Just say that.
Yeah. But
That's
once
more
again, I'm discovering not everybody is into food.
Mm-mm.
Like some
'Cause
people, it's like it's
mm-mm.
just fuel, and that's all they
Yeah,
see
that's
it
better.
as, and it's not a place of. I mean, there's a certain
That's probably
efficiency
better.
there, but I would be bummed out if I didn't have the joy of
That's
food in my life.
There's not that much. Again, we just talked about how breathing is like you know what I'm saying? The center point of joy right now. You have to just be like, I'm breathing in and out. Like, damn, can I get a
Oh
quesadilla?
man, that grilled cheese sandwich I was
And did you
eating
have it?
before we started, it
Oh, yeah,
was
you were
like
mopping it. You was mopping
so
it.
good.
Bread and cheese is a
Uh,
great combo. Okay. Speaking of like just food, what's your favorite dish? Like,
it's
what's
the
one thing?
sweet potato casserole.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've had your auntie makes it, or
No,
who
I
makes
usually
it?
make it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have had it. What's in yours? It got fruit in it?
No.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
sweet
I'm just asking.
potatoes
It's a
and
question.
like it's basically just a sweet potato filling for a pie, just
Oh,
in a
okay.
dish.
Because when you
We
say
put
casserole,
marshmallows on
I'm
it.
picturing like, oh, okay, it has a marshmallow. Okay.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
sometimes a streusel. One time I did the little Roost Chris one.
The little crumble,
Yeah.
little crumble
Yeah.
on
I
top.
love I love it. I remember I used to think I didn't even like it until I had it prepared well.
Yeah.
And then it
See?
was like I remember it was my aunt's mother-in-law. We went to her house. And I was
Ooh.
like, this is amazing. Where has this been all my life?
Wow.
Actually, I do have a funny story.
Okay, yay.
Because when I went to my aunt's mother-in-law's house, like in Tennessee, my son was really young and he's kind of having a tantrum.
Oh.
And I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to whoop him because it's like it's just gonna make it worse. He's already screaming. And we've been traveling. He was just so discombobulated.
Yeah.
So I remember a lady I work with saying, like, when toddlers are having a meltdown, you just throw water in their face. And that shocks him out of it. And so I had a water bottle in my purse. So I did. I just threw it in his face. And it just shocked him so much that he stopped crying. And then once he stopped crying, he just like kind of started breathing and just went to sleep.
First of all, because I can picture him and you and the whole thing, it's like, oh no. You splash water in the baby's face. That's hilarious.
It's so embarrassing too, because it's like I'm not even on my home turf. You know what I
I
mean? So it's like, who
know.
is this broad? So
With this crying ass, big ass kid. And that's the thing too, especially about your son. Like he was always he always looked larger. And those kids, my heart goes out because they do get treated like, you're 4 years old, people think you're 10 and shit, and they're treating you all mean. And it's like he just learned how to really, like, he's still getting his pronouns together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, leave him alone.
he was so little. Like he was like I want to say 2 or 3. Like he wasn't even really all that verbal. I couldn't even
Yeah.
talk to him and be like, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
But he was large still. I still remember that. Like he's still much bigger
yeah,
than the
he was a
average, like
big
2 or
boy.
3 year
So
old.
yeah, we got it together, and he
Bless
and that's
it.
the thing. Like sometimes you're just sleepy and you freak out.
And I don't have the words to describe what's happening to me right now. And I don't know none of these people here neither. Okay? And I want to go home. Okay, now.
Very memorable, and I never had to do that again.
Does he
It's like,
remember that?
I doubt it. He was so little. I doubt it. If
my
he does, I'll ask him if he
God.
does. But
Oh, that would be
yeah, I
great.
think after that he was just like, this lady's crazy.
He was like, I don't know anyone here. She's tripping. Good day. Good day. Okay, I don't have time for this shit. I am confused and tired. Okay?
You could also
Bless
just
it.
try, like, because
Picturing it.
it all worked out.
Bless that baby's heart. You know what? My favorite depends on who's cooking it. So like I have
Sure.
favorites based on who you are.
Sure.
If my mom makes something for it, I need her to make those yeast rolls, those homemade yeast rolls that there's no fucking recipe for, that I've tried to make 2 or 3 times, and it's like they're just not the same. It's like, Mom, show me one more time.
Exactly what you did. Give me your hands.
I need to just try them on for 1 second, please. But it was to the point where she would have to make us our own batches of rolls because we would fight over the rolls. They were so good. But honestly, everything she made was amazing. No lie.
Did you see those rolls my aunt gave us? Because we each got our own tin pan of rolls last time. And then Eden wrote on hers, do not eat or else I will stop loving you.
I'm willing to give it all up for them rolls. I don't give a damn about you loving me. I only get your love will come back around these rolls only once a year, okay? I'm
So
willing to roll the
good.
dice.
Yeah. Okay. No, but like, what's your favorite dish you
I feel
make?
you. Probably macaroni and cheese. That's usually what I get recruited for. That's usually the dish that I make, that people request the most. So I feel like it's an honor because if the macaroni and cheese is fucking nasty,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
done.
matter of
Dinner's
honor
done,
forever.
and you'll get talked about. It's kind of it's kind of a
I
thing. So
mean, yeah,
you
yeah.
can't
It's
show up
part
with
of the
nasty food.
tradition. The stakes is high.
It is because and black people are. I mean, they're people in
They're
general.
harsh critics.
They not about to pretend like they
No,
like it
black
or
people
nothing.
especially. Let's talk about it.
They'll
There's
go
a
hard.
reason the Apollo is famous.
Yo,
Like,
man.
Life is hard for black people. You don't play with us. Like,
The simple pleasures, I gotta have them.
I don't have a lot. They're
and good
few
Thanksgiving
and far
food.
between. So if I stopped for this and it's some bullshit, you're gonna hear about it.
You are going to hear about it. So yeah, I would say my macaroni and cheese, but you know what though? I'm not really into turkey like that. Like I don't have to have a turkey. I'm not roasting one this year. I'm just gonna do. I think I have a.
I got a turkey. I love turkey.
Yeah, I don't really care to have it.
But
like
I
that.
like fat, like the different types of fat.
I know that about you.
That you get, like, because I'm mostly used to chicken fat because we mostly eat chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's nice to have that change.
I will eat turkey. It's fine. Fat. It's fine. You know what I mean? Like I don't need. I could have it once a year and not be. Other than like on a lunch meat sandwich or something like that. But like, I don't need a big turkey. Nobody here's going to eat it if I make one. I'd be better roasting a little baby chicken, which I thought about doing, but I'm actually going to do beef. I'm doing like a Mississippi pot roast.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to bake some potatoes, like actually bake them. I got some nice big ones so that if you want to put the roast on the baked potato,
yeah, you do.
You can do it like that.
Get that jus
on there, and then I'm gonna do a pan of macaroni and cheese just for the house. And I'm like, that's enough. Like I don't necessarily need.
Never be like that's enough.
I don't need to have all that at my house like that. I'm just gonna cook something that I want to be at my house when I come home, that everybody will eat and enjoy. Yeah, and then we'll end up having sliders at some point with them little Hawaiian rolls with that beef or whatever for lunches coming up. So, yeah. What about you? Are you cooking or what's going down?
I'm gonna make a turkey.
Okay.
Just for the house.
Okay.
And so that I have that,
that makes
stock.
Sense. I respect that.
Yeah.
No sides or nothing though? Or are you making the
I'll probably do mac and cheese.
Okay.
And then I don't know, maybe some Brussels sprouts.
I'm making Brussels sprouts too. I forgot to say that. I'm making Brussels sprouts. Yeah. Because then I
might see, but because Eden's getting more into cooking now, so she might make something.
Okay, that's what's up. You know what? You might have to send me your cookie recipe because my husband was harassing me about cookies, and I was like, "Why don't you just make some?" He was like,
"You know what this reminds me of? Can I? Okay, guilty pleasure confession. Okay. So, I still like watching Friends." Okay. So today I treated myself to a Friends marathon at work. It was a very funny show. Monica is asking Phoebe for her, chocolate chip cookie recipe. But it got burnt in the fire. So they're trying to guess it. And they're never able to replicate it and stuff. And she was like, well, it was my grandmother's recipe. She was French. Her name was Nestlé Tool House. And they were like, wait, Nestle Toll House? And they were like, and then she hands her the bag and looks on the back of it. And she was like, and she was like, and then she yells at the floor. She's like, I hope you're having fun in hell. Like she was just like,
you had me out here really thinking that this
seriously, that's my cookie recipe. It's the Nestle Toll. That's why that episode was so funny to me, because when I asked my mom, because my mom made the best cookies. So I was like, Mom, what is your cookie recipe? It's so good. I want to be able to make that for my kids. She's like, I just used the recipe on the bag. I was like, you got to be shitting me. Like, what?
But you know what?
I thought my childhood was special.
They were, though, because I bet you what she didn't do was get poor ingredients. Like, that's when those quality ingredients come in. Like, you can have an old-ass flour that's been sitting in the back of your pantry for the whole year. You have to have real vanilla extract. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had some nice farm fresh eggs, like, it makes, I think that good salted cream butter, Like I think at that
And she
point,
didn't even have a mixer. She did that all by
by hand,
hand. I did notice like the texture's different by hand, and I prefer it.
that's the love.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
the
love. Well, your
love. 'Cause I
cookies
remember
are
she's
good.
scraping that bowl. I'd be like, "Dang, girl, you got them arms."
Yeah, now dang girl. That was the only time I wanted to go in the kitchen is when my mom was baking because I got to lick the spoons and stuff. I hated cooking as
Hell
a kid.
yeah.
I won't say hated. I would cook because I needed to, and I wasn't terrible at it or anything. But I just didn't. It was
It
like I
wasn't
don't.
your joy.
Yeah, like unless I'm getting a reward in here, it's like this is all work right now. Like I'm not feeling the love. I need a bowl with some like sugary like batter
Oh,
or something in
yeah.
it. But yeah,
But yeah, that's a big hot fat tip, guys. Best
yeah.
cookie recipe, back of the bag.
Oh wow, just yeah, but just quality ingredients.
But
That would
use
be
quality ingredients,
quality
use real butter.
ingredients. Mm-hmm.
And you have to be a little patient. You can't just take it while it's cold. You
Let it
actually there are those
soften.
brown butter cookie recipes. Those are
Mm.
pretty good too.
I love brown butter because it's basically the beginnings of caramel, and that's like my
Mhm.
fave. So,
Mhm.
ooh, desserts. Now
Oh,
let's talk
yeah.
desserts. What you got faves?
I see. I'm not a big dessert person. Because
Okay.
once again, I'm hitting those sweet potatoes so hard, and that's pretty much a dessert.
Yeah.
You
See, I
know,
would skip over those to have a dessert.
I do like pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
But
Okay.
here's my thing, like, and this is so messed up, but like, quite honestly, like the store-bought stuff has kind of been better than home cooked stuff to me.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
like
For
they have
bakery
the
stuff?
equipment. Yeah, because they can bake stuff like
Mm,
Walter White. You know what I mean? Like they've
damn.
got this like
Not the
equipment.
meth guy. God damn.
Real, real talk, like whatever Walmart is doing, no notes. That should
Really?
yes, their pastries are very good.
Oh wow.
And then if you want to elevate it, like you go to Market District or something like
Mm.
that, or Fresh Time, like you can get some very good pastries. So I usually don't knock myself out in the pastry department.
Okay. Well, I don't usually even buy pastries, but my mom's desserts are so freaking good. Like she would also make us our own desserts because we were spoiled apparently. And then I remember I would always pick pecan pie. Not pecan pie, that's a lie. I used to always pick key lime pie because that's one of my
Ah,
favorites. I love key lime pie. But everybody wants sweet potato pie, sweet potato pie. My brothers would want that. And I mean I could totally skip over sweet potato pie. I don't have to have it. Like I eat it and it's okay, but I don't need to have sweet potato pie. Like I would skip over
just
that.
like the turkey.
Yeah, like it's all just
It's
okay.
there.
It's not nasty though, Dion. Like, let's go back to it's not nasty. It's just it's not my top, and I get that. Like, so when I hear that, I'm like, I get that it's not like your top genre. Like, the sweet potatoes are cool, but I don't like. I'd rather have like a key lime pie or like a really good bread pudding or something. Not everybody's bread pudding is good though, but like my mom's her pound cake, like.
And see, I've
Ugh.
never been a pound. I think I've just never been a dessert because people like go over the moon for like banana pudding and
I think
peach
we.
cobbler, and I've never been fans of those. I
Mm,
apparently need like chocolate.
okay. I mean, it be like that sometimes. And
It
I don't think
do.
anybody who loves desserts is mad that you're not eating it up, you know?
True. Yeah,
It's
because
like,
I'm
well, get your
never.
ass
Maybe
out of
that's
here
why I get
then.
along with so many people. It's like I'm
Yeah.
not eating up all the. I'm not gonna eat up all the. What's that other one? The German chocolate cake. Because I don't like coconut.
Oh, okay,
I have a lot
yeah.
of sensory issues. That keeps me away from a lot of food. But
I can
brownies,
see that.
though, oh man, I'll be
Oh
petty
my
with a tray
God.
of brownies.
See, and that's so funny because brownies are cool too. Like right now, because remember your grandma would always make brownies too, and it'd be like the nuts and no nuts because you don't like nuts in
Mm-hmm.
yours, right?
I don't
Right, and I
know.
love nuts in mine. Like I like the texture difference. I love the nuts in there.
So you're on the record.
Listen, first of all,
Moni loves these nuts.
Did oh no, I see the little thing coming up. No,
Oh
no.
no!
I mean, somebody gotta love the nuts shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody's gotta do it. But yeah, the only time I loved brownies was when I was pregnant. Both times. I was like, if this is how brownies truly taste to people all the time, I see what all the hubbub is about. I see what all the but if I just eat a brownie right now, it's cool. And I can and if it don't have nuts in it, I will skip it. Because I don't need
Interesting.
to have it unless maybe it's a corner piece and it's almost that time of the month. Then I'd probably have it. But
There you go.
outside of that, I could skip over a brownie, which is crazy because they are delicious. I know they are. when I'm not pregnant, they're just not as good for some reason. You know, it's like, it's really weird.
They're always super good to me,
Yeah,
but probably need to lay off of them a little bit.
Oh God, definitely need to do that. Well, and then speaking of laying off, you guys, I think this is a really good time to take a break. Let's take a break and come right back. We're back, guys. My
Woo!
goodness, this
Guys,
was the
we had we've got leftover fakeness for and to get us to at least Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. This is, but you know what? Honestly, I so appreciate this podcast because it gives me a space to come in here and do this. Because
I
it's like,
do
you know what?
too.
I didn't have to. I just had to show up and be me, and that was so nice. And that's all. And it was just, you got to be you, and we got to chat and talk, and it was fake, and we didn't even do it. Like, it doesn't matter. We showed up, guys.
We did. They're not going to dock our pay. Woo.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
They're not going to dock our pay.
But yeah, just for everybody out there,
sorry.
Your body belongs to you, so put it on the floor.
That's fun. It's fun when you say it like that. Yes, and also too, like, enjoy your family as much as you can. I mean, even the most annoying stuff outside of abuse, you'll look back on fondly one day. You know what I mean? It's like, man, remember how we was in the basement and they had, or whatever, the room, there was no air, or we had to, like, you'll look fondly back on those memories and really try to be in the moment and enjoy it. I promise you, I'm going to have to. There's going to be 52 Negroes at that house. And, that is literally how many, and probably more. So, and things can get a little bit crazy. There's lots of kids, loud. But I'm just going to take it all in because there'll come a time where it's going to be quiet around the holidays because our kids are grown and they have their own families and all that kind of stuff, if they're even around. So just enjoy your families, eat some good food, take a nap if you can, and just don't kill yourself. Don't work too hard. That's to myself too, like just...
It'll be fine.
Just
it
be
always
nice
works
to
out.
yourself.
At a certain point, you realize, you know what?
This is it, man. Okay,
Yeah.
this is what y'all get. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the holiday and enjoyed this fake ass episode. And I think that's it. For anything else you want to add? We got anything coming up? We don't know. We don't know, man. We're just
I
listening.
don't know when this is coming out. This is
Day
like
by
this
day.
day by
Go
day.
away. Day by day.
I'm in flow.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Well, listen, we did it in another one, okay, for the books. Thanks for tuning in once again, you guys. We appreciate you, and peace until next time.
Before we go, we must give thanks to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Trezanae M. Atkins. If you like what you heard, please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another fake-ass book club. Cheers.
Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again, and until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club. We out.